I just got back from the Western Maryland Rail Trail, so I thought I'd show you the gear that I brought, just in case anyone finds it useful. The quality on this will be terrible, but I figure I got one shot at it. Once I put this stuff away, I won't want to break it back out again. So I'll start with the clothing I wore. My Vans AVE, pretty new shoes, reflective, good for riding at night, and my Darn Tough socks. I had just a moisture wicking shirt, rewore that both days, and some shorts with a drawstring, my car key, and I think I brought a little pocket knife just in case. Never used it, but you never know. And my wallet, which I probably could have left at home and just brought a couple dollars in case. And of course, mask and a printed up map of the Western Maryland Rail Trail with points of interest and a listing of the campgrounds on the C&O Canal towpath listed by milepost. That's it. Those are my worn items. Boxer shorts. I brought an extra pair. I don't know why. One was plenty. And I wore a GoPro on a chest strap harness. My helmet, of course, safety first. And the Row Mermaid LDP board with Don't Trip Slalo, I don't know what I can call it, Slalo Seiben trucks, speed vent wheels. And for my pack, this was a pack I picked up on Mass Drop, or I think it's called Drop right now. It's the first time I've really used it for an overnight. It was just about perfect. I brought a Garmin InReach Mini to keep in touch with the wife, always keep her happy, and smart water bottle, which generally I just kept one 32-ounce bottle filled with water and filled up whenever I could. Luckily it wasn't too hot because there wasn't a ton of water on the trail. I brought in the inside fleece, lightweight fleece. I wore this a lot today and some yesterday also. It was good because it was a little chilly both days, especially last night. I brought a hat. I don't think I'd bring a hat next time because I had the helmet on all day, and then I wore a wool cap at night to stay warm. Inflatable pillow, Trekology from Amazon, pretty comfortable. Some gloves. Bringing gloves was a good idea. These gloves were not good. They're too thin. They seem to make my hands colder. And it was a good thought, but just not right. I just can't get my glove situation right. Some long john bottoms. Those I wear around camp at night. It's kind of my dry clothes. Hammock. This is from Simple Light or Simply Light Designs. Just a basic hammock. I'm gonna let it dry out a little bit. And some straps to hang it. 1-inch tree straps, protect those trees. And a couple toggles here to tie it. Brought my tarp. This is from Hammock Gear. I think it's a silk poly tarp. I'm gonna let this one dry out also. Long underwear, sort of moisture wicking top. This was my camp wear for lounging around camp and sleeping at night. Puffy, Patagonia. I forget if it's the micro puff, nano puff, some kind of puff. It's synthetic, which is great. I should have worn it at night in bed, but for some reason I'm stubborn and I feel like my quilt should keep me warm enough, but it didn't quite last night. So I kind of wrapped it around me in the middle of the late night, which helped a bit, but I should have just put it on wool beanie from Ibex, stakes to the tarp, hammock gear, underquilt. This is a torso length, I forget what it's called, 20-degree rated, and then I use a reflective pad for my feet, which works as long as it doesn't shift around too much. And finally, for the inside of the bag, my hammock, not hammock gear, this is an REI quilt. It's rated to 30 degrees-ish, which I find a little bit optimistic. To me, it's warm enough to about 40. It got down to about 40 last night, and I got a little tiny bit chilly in the morning. My puffy would have helped if I'd only put it on. On the outer pack, I've got alcohol. This was the first time I used an alcohol stove, and it worked beautifully. Got some earphones, charger for my Garmin watch, and cords, I think, for USB-C and Lightning. I got a charger. I can't remember how much, what it's rated at, but enough for 2 days. Little mini tool for the skateboard. Charging cord for USB micro, a GoPro battery, ibuprofen and naratriptan for my migraines, and 2 beta blocker pills, which I forgot to take. And then this had my water purification, had iodine tablets and a neutralizer for helping with the taste. Most of the water that I saw was already iodinated on the CNO towpath, so I just added some extra for good measure. Underneath, I kept my skate tool, and then ditty bag. Everyone needs a ditty bag. This one has little mini first aid kit. I had a couple band-aids, but I gave them to Charlotte when I got back. She got blisters from wearing her shoes. A little triple antibiotic, alcohol pad, foam, whatever these are called, earplugs, which I always forget I have. It's like a single Benadryl, and I don't even know what's in here. Probably 4 Motrin, and I've used them all up. That's it. Toothbrush, little micro towel, didn't use that. Toothpaste, which I did use, some kind of white dude wipes, I think they're called, some toilet paper, well, I probably don't need both of those, little flosser, and then some mini hand sanitizer and mini camp suds, which I didn't use. Different migraine medicine. Who knows what's in here? Probably some more Motrin that I could consolidate. Yeah, some Motrin and maybe a acetaminophen. That's it for the ditty bag. Food bag. I won't go through all that. I will say I have to drink coffee every morning, and the Starbucks Vias are drinkable. Not great, but they're drinkable. Ooh, and I forgot I got these cookies at a bakery in Hancock. They look delicious. I'll eat them later. I did get a lemon muffin that I did eat last night. The rest is just, food, headlamp, Nightcore, NU25, something like that. It's a great little headlamp. Works well. I like all the different modes on it. Has a red light too. And little mug. Perfect for the coffee. I like to drink my coffee and eat my oatmeal at the same time. And a long spoon. This is from Walmart. Ozark brand. Plastic. Works great. And then a couple little stakes for my stove. This was the stove I picked up. A little alcohol stove here. And then the pot. I have a mini lighter in here also. did fall on the trail, and it did take a bit of a beating, so see if I can work that back into place. It's a windscreen, titanium windscreen with the Inferno insert. I won't take all that out because it takes forever to put it back in, but it's by Trail Design. It's a little pricey, but it makes for a really tidy kit. Everything fits in the 900 milliliter pot, and you're good to go. That's it. Any questions? Ask me in the comments. Hopefully at least Mike Valiant will get something out of this. Take care.